Cupping a coffee liqueur? Find out which is the best here on Bean Basics. Oh, hey there. Welcome to Bean Basics with Bob and Michelle. Welcome to sunny Saugatuck, and welcome to our home and kitchen. Hey, listen, today we're cupping coffee liqueurs. And why are we doing that? Well, we figured out a way to make our own, but somebody called me up and said, Bob, I'd love to make my own, but that's a lot of work. Can you make a recommendation on a store-bought brand? Well, I hadn't thought much about it. I mean, I've heard of like Tia Maria and Kahlua, but I never ranked coffee liqueurs before. And I feel particularly qualified. I mean, I opened my first cafe in 1995. Last year, BIGGBY sold 26 million cups of coffee. Unbelievable. So I think I got the right coffee palate to figure this out, but we'll find out. So I'm going to literally pour every one of these in a cup. And then Michelle's going to mix them up, so I don't know which one is which. And then I'm going to cup them and choose one. So here we go. Let me start off with this Tia Maria. And you know, there's really wide sourcing on this kind of thing. Tia Maria says it's based on a recipe, a Caribbean coffee liqueur recipe from the 17th century. Not sure exactly what that means or where it's actually made. But we're going to get that number one in cup number one. And all the cups are numbered correspondingly. So there's number one, Tia Maria. Number two that she found, never heard of it, called Kahlua. And let's see, that is grown in Mexico, made with coffee grown in Mexico. And it's inspired by a Mayan tradition. Very good. Boop. Better get these caps back on. All right. Cafe Lolita is number three, cup number three. And Cafe Lolita is imported from Mexico. A lot of these recipes seem to have originated out of Mexico, probably because Mexico is such a strong coffee producing area. And then the one that I think everybody knows, Kahlua, definitely imported from Mexico. And really in one of the most distinctive bottles and notable bottles. By the way, this one just poured and it's the most syrupy of the lot. All the rest were a little bit more thin. All right, last one. Chapala coffee liqueur. Doesn't say where it's from, says it's made in Chicago. That's it, made in Chicago. No, St. Louis, made in St. Louis. Sorry, I would hate to confuse Chicago and St. Louis, that's for sure. One or both of them would be angry with me. All right, so we're all racked up and ready to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But now I'm not going to know which is which, and Michelle is going to mix them up. So let me turn around, cover my eyes. Want to make sure I'm not looking in the reflection of the oven.
All set.
Okay, so here we go. Get these organized a little bit. And let me get my cupping spoon. And we'll start with this first one. I almost get no coffee on that. Very sugary. Almost a little bit of a cough syrup flavor, so I'm pulling that one back. Might need to take a swig of water. That one's laying so heavy on my tongue. Cough syrup. It's still hanging in there, like I was taking medicine. All right. This one's very alcohol forward. Now, any of these liqueurs would be somewhere between 15 and 20% alcohol. But I am getting a slight coffee finish, so I'm going to push that one forward. Sorry. These are leaving quite the aftertaste. Well, hands down, strongest coffee flavor. I'll push that one even a little farther forward. I don't need to rinse coffee out of my mouth, that's for sure. Slight coffee flavor. Take a sip. That just tastes like medicine. I don't know what that is. All right, so we got two that are out. One that's slightly forward. I'm gonna eat a cracker really quick because this is a lot of confusing flavors from these two right here. All right, try to get this down to 2. That one still has beautiful coffee flavor. I gotta eliminate one of these two. In the end, there's just something off-putting on that one. I know how this is gonna go already. I'm biased. It seems like the one on the right. And actually, it has the least syrupy look to it, but it tastes the best to me. Boy, sucking alcohol into your breath can really give it to you. Well, this one sits on that neutral line. These three are out. This one is definitely forward. Can you tell me which one that is?
Number 3.
Number 3. And number 3 is Cafe Lolita. All right, let's see what our runner-up is.
Number 4.
Number 4. No, not Kahlua.
Wow.
Who knew?
Who knew?
Who knew? Well, our grand winner is Lolita, but we have to do one other small test. You know, coffee liqueur is used in a very well-known drink called a White Russian, made famous in the movie The Big Lebowski. And that has coffee liqueur, it has alcohol, and then it has cream splashed on top. So what we're going to do here is we're going to add cream to these last two and make sure that the flavors still hold up. You know, this is something we would do in the cafe, right? Like we might design an espresso coffee, and we might design it one way to be drank on its own. But if we're designing an espresso to be used with milk, like in a latte or a cappuccino, we'd need that espresso to stand up just a little bit differently. Okay. We're not going to go blind on this one. I almost lose all the coffee on this one, mostly vanilla overtones. Lolita hangs right in there. I mean, this is like drinking a liquor latte. I don't promote it necessarily, but that's it. That's been a little bit of fun. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a chance to go to a BIGGBY Coffee, meet all of our owner-operators. They're beautiful people. And I want to leave you with this one last note. When you love the world will love you right back. Hey, thanks for joining us. For future episodes, click the subscribe button. Being Basics is brought to you by One Bigg Island, InSpace.com with 2 G's.